Welcome into another episode of Farming Simulator 25 with me, the midlife Simster. Thanks again for joining me at Hutan Pantai. Brought you back a little bit earlier than planned, so we're still in the end of September. I was going to do a little bit of tidying up. I basically just took the plunge. We've taken out a rather large, well, not a rather large, big enough loan, so we're back up to 40,000 on the loan at the moment. Just kept that 12 just so that we got a bit of breathing space. I've made a couple of purchases, or a purchase and then a building purchase. So this is the first one. It's one of the new mods I talked about the other episode. Basically, this is going to allow us to not only be able to harvest our fields a little bit more efficiently because of the sheer size of the trailer, but it's also got the auto load bale option in it. I've then got two new buildings. Actually, I've only got one new building at the moment over at the farm, but by the time we get over there very shortly, there's going to be a second, and I think I'll probably be down to £2,575, as it's going to cost us a little bit of money, so I will see you there very shortly. Okay, so here we are back at the farm. The additional purchase, or the first purchase, additional purchase, is this. It costs £10,000. It's essentially a garage. Now, I'm not going to be making repairs to the vehicles. That's part of my own deal. So we won't be servicing anything here that's overcomplicated. What I wanted it for is simply to be able to transform the vehicles from their simple parts. So as an example, we hop back into here. I know what's going to happen now because of the got one of those terrible trailer hinges on it. This is going to cause me no end of drama, but hopefully that should just about pick up by there. Yes, because it's attached. Brilliant. So we go into customize. Perfect. Now, when I bought this, I paid the most amount of money for it for a specific reason, so that we knew then all the other changes I'd make to it were going to come free. So if I change it over to the bale trailer, which is what we're going to need because I'm going to use it for the logging contract, or the deadwood contract. What I need to do though is have it on bale trailer auto load. We can then get rid of the license plate, although we have to do this every time. It's going to annoy me, and I'm just going to forget and just get over it. And we will then customize that for £0. Thanks very much. And then we should just be able to reconnect. And hopefully, sort of, without knocking the honey, force our way back out here without too much of a drama. So, if you haven't seen this mod, I won't use it with those bales because it'll be a little bit messy. Actually, no, before we go and talk about the bales and the mod, let me nip over here and show you the additional purchase. This one was either 2,000 or 2,500, can't remember, but very simple. You can't even really see anything other than where the points are, but I'll jump out the tractor just to make it a little bit easier. This is the auto bale storage, so we drop the bales off into there. They will then stack up in this area here. Like I mentioned in the last episode, it's not overly realistic. You wouldn't have them out in the open, but we need some sort of storage. They can't keep going at the front of the house. It's an absolute nightmare. Until we got a bit more money. Once we got a bit more money, I'll delete that and I'll put a proper shed in for the bale storage then as well. So this mod. Now I haven't tried this yet. This is I'm just gonna do this off the cuff because that's the whole point of my series, is kind of for gamers like myself who don't really know what they're doing. If I explain the rationale behind getting this, when you look at what we were dealing with in terms of that little trailer there and the truck, it was a bit of a nightmare. So if I'm right in saying, if we select at the top left trailer behind us, and then we take it down without hitting the traffic sign, let's take it down into this field, for example. Let's start going to collect some of the straw bales. So hold L1 because we're on console. Unloading assistant on and off is down on the D-pad. That basically means if it's on, my understanding is that when the bale trailer is full, we can just unload the whole thing as a in one go, and that the whole lot come off altogether. Happy days. If it is off, then you have to manually unload each of the bales. So we'll leave that off for the time being. If I go into work mode, easy and pro, if we did put it onto easy, I jump back, so that was holding on to R1. Hold on to L1. Change then the square button changes from operating position, transport position. So at the moment now we've gone into operating position, which means in easy mode, as soon as I drive past a bale, it should just pick it up and chuck it on. Boom. Simple as that, right? If I now go into transporting position, let me think about this. Oh no, sorry. If I go into R1, toggle work mode now to Pro, I stay in, I put it back into the operating position. If I drive up to this next bale, it will no longer pick it up of its own accord. Can't be done. However, if I disconnect from the trailer, what should now happen is the minute that I pick this bale up, get it on the forks, get it into the air, drop it over onto the back of the trailer and come away from the trailer, bosh, it will sort the bales on the back of the trailer for me. And this is kind of the happy medium I was talking about. So it allows me a little bit more realism in the sense of I've got to go around collecting all the bales, put them on the back of the trailer, but I then haven't got to spend ages trying to line them up so that they fit perfectly, or using the sort of super strength pickup mod. So out of interest, that bale should only be 100 kilos, so whoops, there we go, thank you very much. If I duck down and pick you up, that's a little thing I learned as well, and maybe that's worth talking about. With the bales, they're quite hard to see where you're dropping them. If you duck down quite low down, then press circle, let circle go, let everything's let go now, you'll have that better view. I don't know where I picked that up from, but this makes the life a little bit easier when handling stuff with the 100 kilo rule. I'll drop that there. So yeah, in theory you could do that as well, but I still don't like that. That's still cheating. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And then I'll decide then in terms of unloading the bales, I'll probably just use Pro Mode and drop them all off because they're just going to be lobbed into the bale store, so it's not like we're stacking them ourselves. What I do need to do is change the weight on this to the back of the tractor rather than the front if we're going to start collecting all these bales. So what I need to do, clearly need to change the time on the game because I put it back to that, so sort that out. I will now collect all these bales, drop them off at the bale point, our new bale point. I will then go and collect the hay bales over in the far field over there. I then need to take some more water to our water buffalo because they are going through it like the clappers. I then need to do the deadwood contract, which is just ticking away nicely up in the corner of the screen there. And then we can move into October. So I'll do a little bit of a speed cut right here, and I'll see you guys shortly. So just out of interest, let's see if I take this off on the top of here. I know it won't go on the top yet, but if I use the top, see, it won't let me. Interesting, okay. So once they're on, they should be then attached. So I should... Right. So how do you then unload? It's just going to go through, isn't it? I wonder if it has to be in transport position then. Let's give that a go, is it? Right, L1, put it into transport position. Was it? Why am I going to do it up here? Why am I going to risk doing it here? Let's take it back to the farm. And do it right next to the drop point, because that would be a bit more sensible, wouldn't it? Only up the road, so I'll keep talking to you guys rather than just cut out for a couple of seconds. The other thing, although I say a couple of seconds, this tractor is going to really struggle to get up this hill with these many bales on the back. A few things I need to do. I know I still need to pay off the gaming gods from my little bit of a cheat where I use the contract machinery. I've got it written down. I will pay it. I promise I will pay it. The gaming gods of Farming Simulator, do not curse me. Yeah, need to sort that out. Just trying to think now. So we've got to get the fields ready. I'd like to then start sort of planning what comes next. So I got a few things to talk to you guys about that. Right, now that we're here, unload bales. Let go of the trailer. That made out as if it was just going to unload them here, though. That was the weird thing, like it was the old style. So what happens if I jam the fork into this thing? Yeah, still nothing. So how do we... Yeah, I have to go and... Right, so there we are. Unload bales here. Now it's basically loosened those up. So then now they'll have a collision on there now, I'd imagine. So if I wanted to, I should, hopefully. Yes. There we are. So in theory, I could just take one off. So let's say we were going to take, we had a load on board. We just wanted a couple for the water buffalo. Then that's how we would do it. And then, if I really wanted to, we could spend ages dropping these off here. And lo and behold, they go in by there. But because we've got an auto stacking bale location, I kind of don't see the point in me spending ages doing that. So if I go into the unload assistant, I probably need to be a little bit closer than I am right now. So let's try it. So how does it work? Unload assistant on. That's strange. Operating position. Whoa, my bad, sorry. Transport position. So we're going to be in that. Unload the bales. There we go. Okay. Can we bring it forward and backwards? Question. No. Sort of. If I do that, they're going to fall horrifically, aren't they? But it's probably as good as it's going to get. Yes, superb. Myself a bit more turning room. That's the only thing with this trailer I hate is those awful axles, because it just makes it impossible. Right, so stop the unloading and then go back into transport position. Superb. Right, okay, let's go and sort the other straw bales out. We can just, I am gonna cheat on that because I'm there, maybe I won't. That was the deal. That was the deal, so I'll do it properly. Try not to run over the crop by here. We also have a bit of working space, so it's I've just got to have to get used to this, aren't I? Drop that off there. I'll tell you what we should do as well is actually use the bale spike that I bought ages ago rather than the pallet fork. Where are you, my friend? Over by there. Right, let's drop the pallet fork off, please. So... and there we go. Bale spike. Cool. I couldn't remember if it was adjustable, but it is. Nice. Right, let's get these straw bales onto our new trailer. Can you now see why I was so excited about this mod? Because of how much help I need with the bales. I'm really not that good at doing bale work. Okay, so quick test before I... what? Ah, okay, cool. So the straps work. I don't need to change this from auto load back to normal bale carrier. It can just stay on this format. I can then go and cut some trees down, chuck them on here, and be able to strap them down without any problems. Happy days. So I will go and sort that out. I'm going to chuck some water into the water buffalo, and I will see you bright and early in October. Okay, welcome into October. For a change, it's raining. Morning, bud. When I was doing the contract for the wood, I kept getting like glitches, like shooting across the screen, a graphical glitch. I don't know if it was because it was either beacons on. I don't know if it's one of the new mods clashing with something. I hope it's not one of the new mods, but again, just a bit frustrating really, but hey ho. Right, so we're looking good for being able to harvest. Yes, we are. Remove foliage. I don't remember seeing that before. Right, so we're going to have to do that, but it's raining, so I don't know if we can do that in the rain. We do, however, need to fertilise the grass field, so we can definitely do that in the rain. So let's get on with that. Again, I'm going to try and use some of the wear and tear on the John Deere. Ideally, oh my god, we've got £4 in the bank account because of the amount of lease equipment cost to us. Ugh. The saving grace is we were very close to being able to get a massive paycheck. Can't remember what it is that we sell in November. Is it eggs? Something goes in November. That'll give us a big lump of money next month, and then of course then you've got crazy January where we sell everything, and don't think we've really sold many pallets of like produce from the greenhouses or the mushrooms all year. So we've basically got a year's worth of that to dish out. So we should make an absolute fortune in January. As well, we'll have anything from the sawmill now overnight, which I haven't checked to see what that's produced, but we should have like 20 odd grand just tucked away in there. So although it's not pretty and we do have a £40,000 loan, I'm not overly worried because we are going to be very well off in a couple of months. So we'll get this fertilised whilst the rain is here. When I come to a stop, I'll have a quick look just to see when the rain is meant to be stopping. Give me that, thank you very much. Let's have a look here. according to this, it's sunny all day. So, not ideal. Right, let's get this sorted. New trailer is a little bit trickier than I would have liked it to have been for the Deadwood contract, but did the job enough to give us 9,000 litres to bring back down to the sawmill, so that was good, enough to keep going overnight. So that shouldn't be too much of a drama there. Obviously, like I just touched on there, we got the headers and from the Macdon currently on lease, but once we've harvested the soybean today, we can get rid of the big header and the collector as well, because we're not going to be harvesting anything again now for a little while. I said at the start of the episode there was a few things I wanted to kind of talk about. I watched a video, it might have been by Farmer Klein maybe earlier. I kind of just stumbled across it really, because I think I was watching the Daggerman series and then it came on after that basically. But essentially what it started talking about was the poplar. And I've never done poplar. Now, I'm already, I think just in this series alone, I've probably played more hours overall on a single map in this than I have in anything in FS22. I generally found myself, because I wasn't ever doing a series or recording, I've only just come into this recently, because I was never doing any of that. I used to kind of get sort of 50-hour mark and then, whoops, and then I'd want to restart, or I'd think, oh, I wish I'd done it differently, and I'd quit, and I'd do lots of sort of 30, 40, 50-hour maps, and then maybe a year and a half. Never really kind of pushed past that. This is the first time I've really done this. I've got to say, really enjoying it. But it's good to have the motivation this time, the reason to kind of carry on doing it. Because there's lots I'd like to change about how I've done this series, but you know, it's not going to work that way. So where is the line that we haven't done then? If I just go straight up, then we should just catch it. Like that. Is that good enough? Yeah, that's fine. Right, let's get the fertilizer back up there. So yeah, so I watched a video on poplar. I've never done poplar. I've never done quite a lot of the oh, nice, okay. Yeah, a lot of different things I haven't done in this game. I generally stick to the basics in the cereal crops and in certain, you know, with wheat and oats and things like that. And then concentrate on the animals. So yeah, I'd like to do poplar. It looks quite difficult, but at the same time it looks relatively simplistic, because I think you basically put it in the ground and it just regrows itself, and other than fertilizing and weeding, you're kind of not really doing much else with it, which is great, because you haven't got to then replant it, cultivate it, etc. So it's kind of similar to grass, I guess, in that sense, but then the yield you get out of it every sort of 15-16 months or whatever it is that it grows at is massive. There's a lot of money in it. So yeah, I'm really tempted. And then when I was reading the comments, and if I do it, I will go back, I'll find the video and I'll find the comment, and I'll give the person a nod, because they were going to test something, and basically what they were saying was, with the poplar, they were going to do a grass field, and then every sort of like 4 meters, put a row, set the GPS up so it was like every 4 meters on a header, do a row of poplar, so that you've still got the grass in between, so you could run a mower up and then run a baler up there, collect it in this pure grass, so then you can make silage. But you're also then, I've got your poplar either side, so it's kind of like a weird grapevine, I suppose, like a grape processing. Yeah, that really got me thinking then, because then I thought, well, we've got this grass field, which is essentially our hay field. But if we could then maybe go after this one, or one of the other fields around here, maybe do something with it. You know, maybe do it with that field, and then turn this to something. Another thing I've been talking about, I'm definitely going to do barley in this one this time around for the chicken feed, because you get more of a yield off it, so there's more chicken food to be had. So that's just going to be up there. Someone said about the idea of, with oats, because oats you put them in where is it, in March or April, and then you're taking them back out by July, August, you can get a grass field in for 2 cuts. So for example, in September, if last month we'd have been a bit more switched on, we could probably still do it actually, because if we put it in this month, October, November, and then we're cutting it in December, and then January, February, March, cut it then, and then April, we could even actually still plant the oats in March. So what I might do is turn this into a grass field just for a couple of cuts, and then turn it back into oats, and then when it's just not oats, turn it back into grass and just rotate it. It's a lot of work, but it's the best use of the field because it's constantly doing something. Yeah, lots to think about, lots to get on with, really, isn't there? As always with my series. So, anyway, we need to harvest and we need some money. So let's get on with it. Where's the header? Down the bottom end of the field. I won't fast cut this because we haven't actually... Well, I certainly won't fast cut the first one because this is a new crop for us. So let's have a little look how it plays out. Hopefully, well... I mean, they're very small fields and I get that. But ideally... we should be pretty... It should just give us a couple of pound when it comes to time to sell. Whoa, wrong button. Oh no, that could have been so bad. Right. Here we go. I got a horrible feeling I'm going to do something wrong here, and we shouldn't be using this. So just in case, because I haven't used the swather before for this crop, just going to save it just in case. Can I have a guideline, please? There we go. Cool. When I get to the end of this row, I'm going to jump out and just have a little look up the... Oh, it's doing it again. Man, that is so annoying. That is cool. The textures really are better, aren't they, this time around? But that is infuriating. Why? Barely arise. Like, why would the harvester be able to do it, but not this thing? Yeah. So stupid, and we haven't adapted this field at all. So, like I said before, I wouldn't mind if we'd messed around with the field. If anyone who is watching this has got any ideas or suggestions as to what's going on there, and other than me having to spend money kind of flattening the fields, please let me know, because I really love this machine. I'm super hyped to have it and to use it, but if it keeps doing that, it's just going to annoy me, and then I'm not going to want to use it. Something else I need to learn about, and I'd like to use, is forage headers and forage harvester. Again, I don't think I've ever bothered using them. I've always stuck to the kind of simplistic, boring stuff. so I've had no real reason to. So yeah, so that might be something I'd like to do in this series at some point, I think. Especially the one, the mods where you attach them to the front of the tractor rather than have to have the forage harvesters, which obviously costs quite a lot of money in themselves. Oh, we're going to hit the pole. So I come in, couldn't do anything about it. Right, so if I try then and come at this from this angle. Yeah. Far from ideal, but at least we've harvested it. That's something. Right, shoot up and down these two now. And then we'll need to go, I'll speed cut the other field, and then we'll grab the harvester and go and collect our new crop. And we'll also be able to use our new trailer. So I'll need to run that down to the little garage by the water pump, change that back across so that we've got it back into trailer form rather than bale form. And then last row. Superb. Right, I'll go and do the other field. Back with you in a second. Again, a little frustrating there not being able to pick that up, but it is what it is. So, 7,832 litres. Best time to sell will be in June. Interesting, so we'll have a little bit of a mid-year payment. And if we can get that... So, let's have a look here. Quick bit of maths on the phone. £3,582 per 1,000 litres. And we will be putting 7,000 in. That'll give us over £25,000 worth. So that'll be quite a nice little haul. That's completely in the way. Terrible place to leave a trailer. Well done, me. So let's run this over to the silo. I went to and that thing's in the way as well. I'm having quite the time of it here, aren't I? I went to put a worker on just to start dealing with the rice fields and getting them sort of ready and prepared, just because I don't want to waste any time. And then realised that we're minus £42, so we couldn't hire a worker, which is quite annoying. I also then remembered, because I spotted loads of straw bales sat out in the big field because we didn't bother collecting them in the night time. So I have to go and do them. However, it was straw bales that we're going to have to sell in December, £147 per 1,000 litres. And I think we'll probably sell quite a lot, because if I go and check, like I say, we did touch on it before. If I got myself stuck on this stupid bush. Well, luckily the header that we've used can go back anyway, so we don't need it anymore. Return. So that should free us up from that. Excellent. Okay. Right, just for now, Mr. Harvester, you can go by there. this thing tell us? So we got 13 pallets of Napa cabbage. Why have we got so few chili and garlic then? And spring onion. Oh, is it because yeah, great. It's only doing it. Of course it is. So we got 13 pallets of lettuce, 13 pallets of Napa cabbage coming out of there, which is pretty nice. Yeah, plenty of these to go and sell now. So 3 of these, it's 30 grand there. A couple of these, another 14 there. So we got the best part, 50 grand here in beams. We've still got 4,800 litres of wood, so we've got a little bit of time. Within our little bale storage, we have 20 straw bales at 11,000 litres each. What did I say? 147 pounds, wasn't it, per 1,000 litres? So yeah, not bad. You could sell that for a few grand then, so 3-4 grand or whatever that's going to be. Plus, I think it was there like 18 over there, so check another 10 on that, and probably getting like 4 or 5 thousand pounds off the back of that, which would be quite nice. So yeah, so I think we'll call it a day for the episode there. I'm going to go and sell the wood just to get the financial state in a bit of a better position. But if you have enjoyed this episode, then please do consider giving it a like and a subscribe so I can see what's working for anyone who's watching. If you've got any thoughts, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I will respond to you. And until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.